Radio Nerino, your local station. Favorite tunes keep you dialed here for more coming soon.
You are listening to Radio New Reno. Next up is the Anthony Bishop Show with special guest host Craig Cruz. After these words from our sponsors.
A visit to New Reno wouldn't be complete without a visit to the historic Shark Club. Located on 2nd Street, the Shark Club is the oldest continually operating casino in the city. Opened in 2220 by Mr. John Bishop himself, the Shark Club is the most premier spot in New Reno. Whether you're looking to gamble, want to catch a show, or enjoy premium Brahmin steaks, the Shark Club is where you want to be.
Found the love of your life at the Cat's Paw? Need a little spiritual guidance? The Drunk Cupid Chapel is here to provide the citizens and visitors of New Reno with the word of our Lord. Located on Commerce Street, the Drunk Cupid Chapel is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so come visit anytime. God doesn't sleep, so neither shall I.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Anthony Bishop Show. I'm Craig Cruz, host of the Morning Cruise. But this week, I've been asked to sit in for my fellow host, Anthony Bishop, after his unfortunate use of some rather radio-unfriendly language during a broadcast last week. The good news is, if you hate me, Anthony will be back next week after his suspension is over. If you've enjoyed my take on his show, catch me on the Morning Cruise starting at 5 a.m. California Standard Time. With that out of the way, joining me is your usual co-host, Miss Sunlight. Mind telling everyone what's on the schedule for today's show, Sun?
Welcome, Spirit Box listeners. Today we will use some Old America tribe magic to talk with you. Sun used do this sometime back in Land of Ice and Snow, but first time do it here in New Reno.
That's right. Today we are going to be taking some calls from you, the listeners. Our ham radio channels are 15 1.820 to 15 1.880. Our producer Samuel will be screening the calls, so don't think you can come on and pull an Anthony Bishop on us. With that said, first we got some headlines. Hit that news announcement sound clip, Sammy. It is Monday, April the 24th, 2276. Here are today's headlines. Senator Monroe of the Hub introduced a bill to prevent individuals suffering from quote-unquote unacceptable mutations from serving in the NCR military forces. This goes against the Mutant Civil Rights Act of 2250, which grants both ghouls and super mutants the same legal rights as non-mutated citizens. The bill has been denounced as racist and isn't expected to pass. Senator Monroe, however, says he will not give up on bringing purity to the wasteland. I've been told that after each news story, I should ask Miss Sunlight here for her opinion. So what are your thoughts on this anti-mutant bill that Senator Monroe has introduced to the Senate?
Son not really know many goals. That the people with rot face, right? And soup our mutants are the big green people. Son not think ever see one of those for real, but hear that they scary people. But son hope everyone have chance come Bear Tribe for better life.
So you're in favor of open immigration then, Sunlight. The folks at the DRC probably aren't going to like that answer. What with the recent expansion into the Mojave and the refugees fleeing from the back and forth between the NCR and Brotherhood around some old power station or something. Honestly, I don't see what the big deal is about this New Vegas place when you've got New Reno right here near the heart of the NCR.
Yeah, son agree. Son have Bear Tribe Pass right here, see? Son told keep Bear Tribe Pass all times, or son might get in big trouble with Bear Tribe people. So son keep in right here. Son hope someday everyone have chance get own Bear Tribe Pass, like son, Papa Krug, and Mama Mad Lion do.
With that settled, our second headline today is that a formal investigation has been opened into the She Bank after numerous complaints over missing funds over the years. The She Bank was founded in the Boneyard back in 2254 and has branches throughout the Boneyard territory. The She also run the largest manufacturing factory in the NCR, producing everything from power armor and car parts to canned goods. The leader of the She in San Francisco, Ken Lee, insists their people have done nothing wrong and that these complaints of missing funds are due to prejudice against members of the Klan and their expansion out of San Francisco in recent years. What are your thoughts on the She and these reports of missing bank funds, Sunlight?
Son never meet She, but hear about them from Papa Krug. He say the She tough warrior who use big metal swords, and he even see one once cut in half, one of those big metal birds the Clave use ride around on.
Your dad, this Krug guy, he's friends with Mr. Bishop, right? And you say he once saw a member of the She cut of what I am assuming is a vertibird in half? Well, who am I to question such a prestigious member of our little community here in New Reno? You think your dad can put in a good word for me with Mr. Bishop later? Maybe see if I can get an afternoon time slot instead?
Sure. If you listen, Papa Krug, please ask Miss Tier Bishop if can let Cruz please talk on Spirit Box afternoon and not first thing in day.
I guess that's the best I can hope for from you, huh? Well, it was worth a try, right, listeners? We're going to take a quick break for a few messages and a song, and when we get back, we'll open the ham radio lines up and see who's out there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Radio New Reno is the best around, so keep your dials tuned here for the latest sound. Grab a Nuka-Cola when you're feeling down, share with a friend and they'll never frown. Nuka-Cola.
This Saturday, April 29th, come down to the Jungle Gym as reigning heavyweight champion Steel Mike Titan faces off against the challenger Fig Smalls. Doors open at 6 p.m. Opening preliminaries will be open to anyone with enough guts to get in the ring. So whether you're down on your luck, looking for a fight, or just want to enjoy a night of boxing, come to the Jungle Gym this Saturday.
Need to defend yourself? Deal some damage. New Reno Arms, located on Commerce Street, is your one-stop shop. Gun runners? Van Graffs? Those other guys are chumps. So if you need a gun and need it quick, head on down to New Reno Arms. We don't ask questions.
Why do they always send the poor? vicious nation. Blast off! It's party time. And where the heck are you? Where the heck are you? Where the heck are you? Why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? Why don't presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Why they always send the poor? Kneeling roses disappearing into Moses. Dry mouth breaking into Fort Knox, stealing our intentions. Anger sitting, dripped in oil, crying freedom. Handed to obsolescence. Still you feed us lies from the tablecloth. La 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 la. Ooh, everybody going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. Well, everybody going to the party, have a real good time. Oh, dancing in the desert, blowing up the sun. Where the heck are you? Where the heck are you? Why the presidents fight the war? Why do they all send the poor? Why the presidents fight the war? Why do they all send the poor? Why do they always send the poor? Why do they always send the poor? Why do they always send the poor? They always send the poor. They always send the poor. They always send the poor.
Welcome back to the Anthony Bishop Show, temporarily hosted by me, Craig Cruz. We got the ham radios on, and the first callers have already dialed in. So without further ado, let's start with caller 1. You're on the air.
Hello? Am I really on the air?
Yes, you are. Do you have anything you want to say while our audience is listening?
This is great. First, I want to say the Hub Sun is an awful newspaper. I've submitted at least a dozen of my erotic friend fiction manuscripts to them, and they didn't even bother sending a rejection letter. I read them to my friend JJ, but he's no fun. What with the screaming and such.
Please help me! He made me listen to a chapter about a character having a threesome by adding plot-relevant details to it. He's a monster!
Hey, how did you get out of the listening seat? Sorry, I've got to re-secure my friend in his seat. Bye for now. Love the show.
Well, that was certainly an interesting first caller. What did you think, son?
Son not sure what mean by what say. How son bad new paper when son not a new paper? Not make sense.
I believe he was referring to the Hub Sun, the name of the newspaper in the Hub, a city pretty far to the southeast of here. So don't worry, he wasn't talking about you being a bad newspaper, though I don't think you want a fan like that guy. All right, next caller.
Hello. If my hypothesis is correct, I should now be on live with the current listening audience of Radio New Reno, which covers some million or so people, correct? Though I imagine it's somewhat less than that, given there is competition, yes?
I can't say I know the exact numbers, but we do cover a pretty wide area, so what is it you want to say while you're on the air?
I would like to inquire why the media, radio, print, and television aren't mentioning the disappearance of Zaytan experts across California. There have been 12 esteemed researchers on Zaytans who have disappeared or died in the last month. This is not normal behavior, not at all. I can only conclude that the NCR is working with the Zaytans. That would explain their sudden acquisition of advanced technology like vertibirds and energy weapons. Don't you agree, Mr. Cruz? Or are you blind to the dangers the Zaytans present mankind as well?
Well, you're laying a lot on me here, caller. So these Zaytans care to explain what they are and why they would give us technology that we could use to fight back against them?
Aye, you are blind as well. Very well. I shall enlighten you as well as your listening audience. The Zetons are alien invaders. Where they come from, we aren't sure, but they have been observing us humans since before the Great War 200 years ago. As for why they would give us technology, it should be obvious. They already have the means to render it useless against them. They gave it to the NCR as a means to control our technological advancement. I hope this clears things up, yes?
Isn't it more likely they got that stuff from the Enclave or Brotherhood?
And just where do you think the Enclave and Brotherhood got their versions? I told you. The Zetans have been watching us since before the Great War. Now, I must be on my way. Can't risk staying in one place too long, especially on something so easy to track. The final thing I have to say is to all my fellow Zetan experts, run! Escape California while you can, before it's too late. Science bless.
Well, that was another interesting caller. I'm being signaled it's time to wrap it up. So this is where we're going to end our call-in show. Any final words for our listeners, Sunlight?
Thank listening. Sun Talk with more next time. Till then, sunset.
All right, folks, I've been Craig Cruz filling in for Anthony Bishop. I'll be here all week, and you can catch me on my regular show, Morning Cruise, starting at 5 in the morning. Tomorrow, we'll go over how to keep iguanas out of your house. Till then, keep your dials tuned here to Radio New Reno. Till tomorrow, Cruise out.
You've been listening to Radio New Reno, a subsidiary of Bishop Enterprises. Next up is The Lunch Rush with Calvin and Skull.